So, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'm talking right now, can you hear me? I'm talking right now, does anyone hear me? Yeah. Yeah, good, you all hear me. I had some wrong settings on the stream. I normally don't have voice up there. I normally don't have my voice being heard when I'm driving, because sometimes some bad words will come out. Who's on our flying lap? We have Dylan, who's about to start. He's in the middle of his out lap. We can ride on board with him in a very beautiful Ferrari, I must say. And it's going to be a very important, like I said, this is Aston Martin just overtook Ferrari in the overall constructor standings, so it's going to be hugely important for both of those teams to be able to score, to maximize their performances this week. So let's ride on board with wrong button, with Dylan. I clips the first corner well, drifts out slightly on the yellow sausage curve, which is never good, but he covers it. I guess a touch, I guess a pretty bad slide at the turn 3, and he backs out of it. Yeah, I think that's right. That lap was destroyed. Yeah, I think Aston. I think you're right, Josh. That Aston and Ferrari are going to be the two biggest rivals of the season in the overall constructor standings, but also in each tier they seem to be very close as well. Well, in the F123 we don't last race we didn't have an Aston in the top 4, but there we instead had the McLarens. But I think there's one fast guy in for them in 23. Yeah, let's see. Dylan goes for another lap. See what he can do. We can ignore this first lap. He's yeah, he made a mistake. So let's see here. Yeah, he does the first turn equally well as last time. Let's see if he learns from his mistake. I find the lockup a lot cleaner this time. No oversteer moments, and very good traction as well. And we're coming down here to one of the key overtaking spots as well on the track, this and turn 3, and he takes it very nicely indeed. And it's important to maximize the track here to be able to carry as much speed as possible through these long sweeping left-handers. Because here, if you lose any momentum here out of turn 6, I think it is, then you lose. It become an easy prey into the next second to last corner. Now it's up to the line. What's the time gonna be? 1:04.3. Not a bad opening lap. I think he feels like he can improve on that though. And also we haven't mentioned this. We have a McLaren in top. I'm gonna say that. Therefore we have to give a shout out. McLaren hasn't had the best result in every tier so far. They are currently in they're currently sitting 4th in the constructors from what I can see, with about 17 points to Williams and 18 back to Merck. Someone has pinged me. Yes. So now the first run is done, but I think we can safely assume, since this is a very short track, we can assume that pretty much everyone will try to get at least 3 laps on the board. and let's ride with the current pole sitter. Okay, Dylan says he's using his tier 2 assists right now, and yeah, he says he's too lazy tonight. But I think everyone can use whichever assist they want. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone does the best from their own perspective, and we don't know all the let's say that every circumstances that every driver is facing. But let's see if the McLaren here can improves by over a tenth of a second, 1:3.7. That's a good lap, and he's extended his advantage to just a bit over a tenth. But let's ride on board here with the Williams of Adonis 777. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm probably not that updated with the overall driver standings. I just went on what it said in the lobby. I don't think I think it maybe wasn't up to date after yesterday yet. But let's focus now on Anduin's lap. Let's ride on board with him. Okay, it's done, and it goes to second place. Incredible, that's a good lap. Now let's ride on board with the other Ferrari of Krebs Desktop. Sorry for my horrible pronunciation. Yeah, he's doing another outlap, I think. He's not pushing on the ERS, so we could try to have a look at who else on a hot lap. Let's ride on board with the Alpine of Jalam Ninta. Yeah, Charles, who let Adonis cook. Yeah, that was a brilliant lap actually. That's a regular, especially for his first clean lap, I'll say. Now let's see what the Alpine can do. Comes to the line. I invalidated. That's a shame when it happens in the last corner like that. And that on 4.2 would have put him in P6. So yeah, slides there. So not improvement. Okay, let's watch the Kresbeck's top. Now he's pushing. Slight lock up there. Well, in turn 2. Oh, 3. And it looks beautiful. It looks like he has that car very well under control. And it clips the apex as well. Let the car drifts out here. Oh, and we have the other Williams of Kevin's with provisional pole. That's a brilliant lap. Where did the Williams pace all of a sudden come from? And it's the Ferrari goes fastest by 3.7. Oh, this is shaping up to be a very exciting. Very exciting. We have very exciting last 5 minutes of qualifying. We have I'd say we have at least 5 drivers within contention of the pole. There is just 3 tenths of a second covering the top 5, and even possibly down to 6th place with 4 tenths. That's doable in the esports world. So, and like I said, because this is one of the privileges with having a short track, the racing, the lap times are always very close. Yeah. Dylan has said I'm so bad. I don't think you should take too much. I don't think you should look down too much of yourself, Dylan. You are about 6/10 off pole in tier 1, and you're not, and you're usually just you're a tier 2 driver, so you compete in tier 2. So I think you should. I don't think you should be too hard on yourself on that. Yeah, and also, yeah, you're faster than Mercedes tier 1 driver, so that's always something. Let's focus on speaking of the Mercedes, let's focus on his outlap, on his lap. Yeah, Dylan says he has a time that in time trial that is 1 second faster. Yeah, but I'm not a huge fan of F124, so I'm maybe not. I'm maybe not the right person to ask to say this, but normally in time trial that's more like a mod, I would say, that to always have perfect circumstances and everything, and I don't know what the track grip is here at the moment. So if the track grip is actually very bad, which it very well could be, doesn't look like it, but it could, then there is a lot of not always it's not that bad as it seems. If I think I can win the F123 tier championship, I think I can, yes, but it's definitely not going to be as easy as last season. It's not going to be as big because the competition is bigger, is much harder now, which we always love to, which I'm guessing that everyone else is enjoying apart from me. Yeah, let's focus on this race now, and the Mercedes. Yeah, he's up by a tenth, so good start. Let's ride on board with him. Looks like he's running quite a lot of people here are running a lot of downforce here, because I think the top speed is relatively low. They all are barely reaching the top gear at the gear invalid. Let's head to the Williams of Kevin, who's on a is invalid. He has time for one lap, but he can't go too slow. Who else on a hot lap? The Alpine is backed off. I think everyone is putting in their push. They're gonna put in the push lap as late as possible. So let's try to ride on board with the Ferrari. He's a bit down in the first sector. Slight lockup, but he gets a tiny better rotation than on the previous lap. Comment right now, who do you think is going to be on pole? A slight lockup there as well. It seems to be very easy to lock up in this game, on this track. It's a tenth down. This is a very good start. That's a very good lap. Let's just make sure you don't go over track limits now and get invalid. I hold it neat and tidy there, and beautifully controlled there. He comes up to the line. What's the time gonna be? 1:3.5. That's a brilliant lap. Let's ride on board with the Williams, who's the 10th down in the final sector, in the first sector. Let's see. We had a McLaren of Kiki, who has completed his lap. It was a small improvement, but not much. As well for the Alpine as well. So now I think just the two Williamses can clinch, take the pole position away from Crispy Top. Oh, he spins! He spins! That's not what you want to see. And the other Williams has backed off. Looks like. Okay, bad lap as well. So there we have it. Then I don't think it's invalid as well. Then we have the pole position goes to Creepy-esque, who's I think doing another lap, it looks like. So far it's advantage Ferrari in the comparison to Aston Martin. And Dylan says he has much more pace in him. Yes, I believe so. I have raced against you. I know what you're capable of, and I look forward to see you try and fight through the field in the race. Here in Austria, it can be difficult to overtake since it's there's a very short track and a lot of DRS zones. So it's very difficult to break that 1 second, even on F1 23. And so here in 24, with the DRS is mighty powerful, and the ERS as well. It's could be very. It could be very either many overtakes or very few, because it's better to save the tires. So here we have it, our grid for the race. And Joss thinks that Dylan should be promoted to tier 1. Perhaps, but I think it's not. I don't know. I shouldn't say. I'm not gonna comment on that one. But I think this is a bit a special year as well, considering that a lot of people don't like the F1 24 game like myself. So I think a lot for next season, if F1 25 is not that bad, there will be more players on that game. So the tiers maybe won't be as will maybe be closer next year, hopefully. Okay, they say Dylan is using assist. That might be it. I know in this game it goes faster without using assist if you can handle it. So that's at least one good thing. It goes faster. It is faster. Yes. Now we know the qualifying grid. Who do you think is going to finish in the top? Who do you think the podium is going to be? Comment before the race start. And do you think the Ferraris can keep this advantage in the race? I sure hope so, but I'm not allowed to root for anyone. Here goes the start. Let's find out. And it's a good start. It looks like. Let's tires. Well, lap data, yes. It's a very even start at the front, no major changes, none in fact, what I can see, except Dylan has moved up a couple of places, and Dynamic has lost 2. Has going for the further back, and a lock up there from everyone basically. And Dylan has, I think so far he has proven it. He has the speed, and he's sticking with the top 5 so far. He's in the top 5, so far it's doing good. We're gonna keep an extra eye on him since he's in tier 2 normally. And now it's gonna be super important for Crespo Deck Top to be able to try and break that 1 second gap, to try and get out of the DRS range, because by lap 2. Because if he can get outside of that DRS range, he's got a much better chance of driving away on his medium tires compared to Kevin's, who's on hards. And look how close the field is. We have a big lock up there from everyone again. And what's happening there? The Mercedes is on soft tires, is losing positions as well here. Starting to think that I know this game tends to and it uses a lot of battery as well. So I do know this game it tends to overheat the tires very easily. So it could be that they are already susceptible to it, and then by then it's an advantage to start on the mediums and hards. Fast lap goes to Kick, sorry. And now the DRS is enabled, and a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings already for the Aston Martin of Toxie. That's not what he wants to see. And there is a change, a slide as well, a change for the second place. They continue to fight. Now this is Desktop's, Crashtop's chance to try and pull away here in the corners. Oh, and they're fighting behind him as well. This is really a chance. He really has to try and pull away now. But what a battle we have here between the two Williamses. And yeah, they sold themselves, but it resolves with Adonis goes to second place on the medium tires. I think it's better from a strategic point of view that since he's on mediums, he can try and attack crash stops to try to make him wear out his tires a lot more. Yeah, trust the Williams better not crash, then they will have some hard words with you, I'm guessing. Whilst you're in the chat here, how do you, if your drivers may take themselves out or have an incident with each other, how do you as a team boss handle it? Oh, and it's actually brilliant racing up front here. And Dylan continue to stay being behind Björn Olsen, who is the best placed Aston Martin at the moment, and is currently falling back out just outside the DRS range of Kakinen, and he's so he really needs to. I think I'd say he needs to use his ARS to get back in that 1 second, because if he loses that second, then he's a sitting duck on the straight, and it's just outside now. So let's see if there can be a battle here between Ferrari and Aston Martin. Did he get the DRS actually? I just about got it, and they're fighting in front of him, so that's his safe. Oh, big slide there, and the Williams and the Kevin says spun. He spun on hard tires. That's not what he needed. That's not. Now maybe Tosh has to give him some hard work. So need to have a talk with them after. I didn't see if it was what happened, but it could very well have been that the two Williams and the McLaren of Kicks had a battle and took themselves out. They took him out. Up at the front, it's still very, very close. It's nose to tail really from first down to, I'll say down to ninth place. It's super close there. The only person that's losing is the dynamic duos on soft tires. So they can, and that's, and since it's the old one on soft, we can, yeah, and it's boxing now. I'm gonna assume that it's because of the tire overheating. And here we have a move for trying to have a move for the. Oh, they're almost gonna go free wide. And Massey and Dynamic Duo retired in the pit lane. Yeah, maybe it wasn't his race. Better to focus on the next one. And we also can see that Dylan has lost the place to Tamina on the hard tires. I don't know exactly the tire wear on F124, but it's and it's a yellow flag due to the Mercedes. I think yeah, it's not always done optimally. The AI sometimes doesn't make the best decisions after they retired. But that if the yellow flag is still out there by when the time they got their leaders to get there, which it isn't, they could have saved it. Could have saved could have saved, helped saving a lot of battery for desktops. And now we see the desktops kind of still want to be leading, even though it's much better to stay in second place behind them in that train to save the battery and make a tactical push, let's say that later on when he boxes for new tires to make an over and undercut. It's I think he still wanna lead because it's a lot of chaos behind him, as you can see. Yeah, Kevin is very fast, and this is by no means over for him. Like I said, this is very close. It's very close here, and he is only 0.2 of a second behind Dylan, and he was very fast in qualifying. So we shall see if he can utilize that speed in the race as well. The difference though between being fast in qualifying and being good in a race is in a race you have to think like more tactically and almost choose when to exploit the speed. And it's a safety car deployed. What's happened there? Oh, it's the Aston Martin of Toxie. He's crashed, I think, and yeah, they're all locking up to not get caught for speeding. That is not what Aston Martin needed in the title fight between them and Ferrari. They need to score as much point as possible to keep the championship lead. So now the hope for Aston lies with Björn Olsen, and yeah, we have to see if he can do it, if he can outscore both the Ferraris. And also now the safety car, we can if I were them, I would if I were the whole field, I would box now, because you gain so much time during the safety car. And then it's an advantage, I would say, to have your hard tires left, because they seem to hold. They need to hold for over half race distance, and we're not there yet. So let's see who's gonna gain the advantage in the title race. Let's skip to the front. Oh, camera angle. I wish there was like an overview so I could watch it. Yep. I love how active you are in the chat. Keep it up. It's a lot more fun to commentate. As we can see, that everyone except Kevin's and Jermaine is on the hard tires, and I personally think that's the better race tire for the long run in this for the remainder of the race. But also there's going to be some laps behind the safety car, and we don't know how far the medium tires we're gonna it's possible to take, how far it's possible to take them, and how much you can push them towards the end here. I would say the optimum the strategy for one stop around here was it's like a half a race on mediums and half the race on hards. I saved car in this lap, so yeah, we will get the restart soon. And for the mediums, maybe the mediums can hold out the rest of the race, but will they be durable as hard tires towards the end? That's the big question. Because now I had one lap behind the safety car, and yeah, and I'm not sure that's enough. We'll see. Now, chat, do you think medium or the hard tires is the best to end the race on? And Desktop's going now, and that's actually a beautiful restart. He caught Kiki Kawe off guard a little bit and opened up a 0.6 gap already. Now he will without a doubt know that the ERS and the DRS is very powerful, So he'll probably want to save as much battery as possible towards the end of the race, because there's no point. The critical point to be at the front is the end. You don't need to be in the front at any other point than the last lap when you cross the finish line to win. So this is going to be a Formula 1 chess on a high level. And let's have a look now at the remaining Aston Martin. It's someone's off. It's a McLaren of Kiki. He's made a mistake, huge mistake, and error, and he spun. That's going to drop him way behind now. And unless there's another safety car, I think his race is ruined, because that's going to be very difficult to catch him, for him to catch up. I didn't quite see what happened. It just looked like he tried to carry it with too much speed out of the second left corner and just lost the rear. Meanwhile, back at the front, it's a fight between the Alpine and the remaining Aston Martin. So right now the Alpine Jala is ahead on the medium tires, but like I said, let's see if they can last the distance. For him, I'm gonna say him. I don't know. Are there any girls racing here? I'm gonna say him since I don't know, and it's just with the norm. Normally, yeah, I think definitely Kiki could have won today. And who knows? Anything can happen in Formula 1. We're still not even halfway yet, and there could still be a safety car. And if there is a safety car, and it times it perfectly with the pit stops and gets on new tires while everyone else stays out, perhaps, then who knows what can happen. And we can also see now that he's lining up to try and make a move on the first two positions. But right now it's all about trying to think about strategy and place yourself in the position that you want to be towards the end of the race, and to make sure you have that to gain that knowledge in your head before setting off. Yeah, this hurts. It always hurts when someone at the front makes a mistake. Begging for another safety car. Yeah, but I don't think we need it now, actually, because for the excitement of the race. I think it's going to be more exciting to stay to have it green for the rest of the race. I know that's not maybe the funniest things for Kiki, but it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be more exciting for us. And now we have the Williams of Andoris going for the lead, and they're still fighting with crack stops, and yeah, they're exchanging positions here now. But I think that right now they are just collecting. Let's say I'm gonna say collecting information for how their cars and their opponents' cars are behaving, and they want to to find as optimum, make as optimal of a situation as possible for the last laps. And for the medium tire runners, what they can do now to minimize the damage of a slightly harder to minimize the damage of being on a softer compound is just actually now at this stage to probably just conserve the tires and be on the and to conserve the tires and be try to save them as much for the end to have us to save them for the end, basically. Okay, bye. But I don't. He moves up to second place. I think Android 777 made a mistake in turn 2 or 3, whatever it is, and lost their position. And Josh says this guy called Daddy Scholl, which was entering the lobby throughout qualifying. Yeah, I don't know who he is, so unfortunately. And this is actually very, very good for Desktop, because now with all this battling going on behind him means that he has opened up a gap of over a second and has broken DRS. This is a golden opportunity for him to try and extend this gap even further now, whilst they are still continuing to battle behind. They are not this trio behind him of Bjarne, Andois och Giamlet is not working together, which allows him to pull away. But nevertheless, it's a great battle for us to watch, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And these 4 drivers right now are, I'll say, they have broken away from the rest of the field, largely because I think Kikui did a spin. And I think we should also have a look at Dylan right now, who is not doing a too bad of a job at the moment. He's currently in 7th place. Oh, and I was just about to say he's the only the drivers in front around him has a 3-second tie penalty. But yeah, that's commentator's curse, I guess. So now he has to pass them on track. Let's see how many penalties they all have. Each and every one there has 3 seconds, so they're on the same boat. And yeah. Yeah, it's impossible to get out of Kevin's DRS. His place is still in this group. Yes, I'll say that as well right now. But he hasn't passed them yet. And oh, the other McLarens of Roma Krav, spun when he was fighting. I think he just drifted the car out. I didn't think he had too much grip. Right now, I think for the best that Kevin can do right now, I don't think he can catch the 4 people ahead of him after when he passes Dylan, because it looks like he will at the moment. Yeah, he has much more grip and is way more comfortable on this set of tires for now. Let's see now if he can pull away. He locks up there. When there's a situation like this with the ERS, you have to think very tactically with the ERS and how you use it to try and get away as best as you can from the drivers behind. Because here also to avoid getting penalties is super important, because it's very difficult to, like I said, as you see, very difficult to get out of the DRS. So yeah, one penalty can mean you lose like a few positions. And I think looking at Kevin's right now, he's not he's driving with a bit of anger. I think he's a bit angry with himself over what happened earlier when he lost all those places. So I think that kind of showed in his driving there when he was sliding around a bit. And here comes Dylan, and he has a lot of DRS as well, so that's and they're all fighting with who's gonna get the DRS for the next corner, for the next straight, which is nothing illegal. It's completely fine. It's just tactical. F1 chest. And they're about equal amount of ERS as well, so this could be a very exciting fight to the finish. And behind also the McLaren of Rio Muff is he's not don't count him out as well. He's still in touching. He's still just behind us. So if either Dylan or Kevin's make a mistake, they will be susceptible to an attack from him. And he's got way more battery as well, not way more, but more battery than any other drivers in front. Yeah, I think the mediums are starting to give up now as well. It's both Yamainen and the Kevins is not as aggressive on the tire as they were previously. And let's get back to the Aston Martin Williams fight here. He's just about just behind him, and I think the other drivers have given up on the win at the moment. I think Desktop is Checkerboard's top, sorry, is a bit out of reach now. So I think these drivers have to settle for second place and oh, that's close. It looked like Check stops almost spun there for a second. And now when we only have 5 laps to go, it's where you position your car, like where you want to be on the final lap is that thinking starts right now. Now the drivers have collected all the information, pretty much as much as information as they're gonna get. So now they just have to think. Yeah, where do I use my ARS? Where do I want to push? Where do I not want to push on this to have the best circumstances to be in front at the end. Comment below. Comment in the chat. Who do you think is going to finish P2? I'll say it could be any one of. Don't count out the medium runners yet. They still haven't dropped away massively, and this could very well be that they are by the end of time. Let's have a look at the ERS level. It's pretty much the same for all three in this battle. Jahamania is slightly lower. Yeah, as you can see, the tire wear is starting to kicking. The slides are becoming more and more, just a bit more frequent. Yeah, and Tosh hopes that Adonis holds on to P2. Yeah, I see why. He's the Williams boss. Yes. I love how active you are in the chat. Keep it up. It's a lot more motivating to commentate. And now the fighting is heating up once again at the battle for second. Doesn't seem like they are. I don't know if they are. They're of course not listening to my advice, but I don't. Let's see. I'm not 100% sure where I would want to be in this on the going out to the final lap. I think I would want to be in this second in this terrain. Because then I can get the ERS and the DRS. Sorry, and the only and I still probably would have a lot of battery left to use. I think we're going to focus on this battle for the remainder of the laps. It's very exciting between Kevin's and Dylan as well. But I'll have a quick pick at it. Oh, and it's very close, very close. As well, they're going side by side this corner. Be careful, guys, don't do anything you regret there. Yeah, don't do anything you will regret there. But it's on the final lap. Like I said, I probably want to be in second second in a train due to the DRS. But as we can see, most of the... Let's actually check in how much ERS everyone has. 100%. Almost 100. Almost 100. Jamaica is a bit worse. He has only 30%, but I think it's just attacked. And yeah, Adwin has almost 100 as well as Björn. I mean, sorry. So let's have a good battle. This is super exciting. I really don't know. There have been heavy battles everywhere. And he lifts out of, he goes out to the slipstream. It looks like he is trying to line up a pass. And Kevin got another 3 seconds. That means he's definitely gonna be behind Dylan. But let's focus on here now. Battle for second. It doesn't use much ERS. He comes here anyway, and it's just behind at the. Kevin's is just behind at the DRS detection point. So I think he will get the DRS. No one, none of them is opening. They must have been side by side. And yet Kevin's is just keeping ahead for the moment. But Björn is right on the inside there. Oh, not really. Oh, it makes a last. Has a little look there into turn 4, 6, and 7. And here it's not really any good overtaking place for what's remaining of the lap. But here comes the Ferrari of Czech and Stop to cross the line and win the Austrian Grand Prix. And it's very close, very close. Just a 10th of a second between them. And let's have a look at Dylan. Even though he knows that Kevin has another 3 seconds to his time, he will probably like to try and get him on track. And let's see if he can get the fastest lap. He's bolted on a set of soft tires towards the end there to try and go for that. And since he gets 8 points, yeah, he got it. And it's since it's a point for the fast lap, you never know how. It's always worth something, either to get it yourself or steal it from one of your rivals. But guys, what a race we had there! The battles everywhere. Yeah, and very unfortunately for Kevin's with the extra penalty there. I think he could have had a shot. I think he would have finished ahead of Dylan there otherwise, I think. But this is very exciting for the championship now. This is obviously pre this is obviously before any stewards has had a look at any potential incidents. But the standings right now, as what is that Purple Desktop would lead the championship by 3 points ahead of Bjarne Olsen. So it's this battle can go either way so far. It's still very early on in the season. And here we have the results. Yeah, I'll let it be on there so the admin can have a look. But overall, a race that make a very huge, big promise for the remainder of the season. But that is it, guys, for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. It's a lot more fun to comment when you are active in the chat and ask me questions. But yes, I will turn off the stream now, and thank you for watching. Bye.